Good evening, everyone. We are excited to begin tonight's awards presentations. Would you all please help me in welcoming President Chuck Saban to the podium.
Well, thanks everybody for being here, and thank you very much, Austin. Tonight is a special opportunity for our university community to come together and celebrate our shared dedication to the mission of the University of Idaho. Tonight, we honor individual achievement that contributes to our collective whole. You have excelled as teachers, mentors, as researchers, and as scholars, and as our representatives in the community. Over the last 3 years, I've come to know the extraordinary commitment and accomplishments of our faculty and staff. In the classroom, or working with students, or trying a new approach in your laboratory or in your scholarship, our Vandal faculty and staff are why we're able to achieve success. You help our students unlock their potential, whether in the kind of student scholarship that we've seen here during our Innovation Month showcases. I hope many of you were able to attend our undergraduate research showcase. It was outstanding. You've helped our students become emerging leaders in an array of activities and organizations across our campus, or in service to their community that students have made such a tradition here at U of I. Your mentorship and support allows our students to take those experiences and emerge from our institution well-rounded, ready to contribute to their communities. Our graduates lead the state in career outcomes, great jobs that lead to rewarding lives. That success takes shape here, nurtured by your care and expertise. Our mission as a great public research university includes lofty goals. Reach students with an education that changes lives. Deliver innovation and discovery that solves complex problems and addresses critical societal challenges. Partner with communities across the state to build a stronger, more prosperous Idaho. We don't have the luxury of doing some or even most of that mission. We expect to try to do it all and to do it well. In light of that, each of our varied roles carries great weight. We bring those individually held responsibilities together as one united University of Idaho to lift up our students and our state. It is a great thrill of mine to help facilitate that success, to see you take leadership in pursuit of excellence and in pursuit of the great idea of service that is at the heart of this university. Thank you for contributing your talent, your time, and your passion to this work. I congratulate each of you here on the good work you've done to be here tonight, and I look forward to seeing what you will accomplish in the future and I'm glad that many of you could share this occasion with your families as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Saban. Tonight, we will recognize achievements in many areas of the university: faculty promotion and tenure, emeritus recipients, mid-career achievements and awards for accomplishments in graduate student teaching, graduate student research and creative activity, graduate faculty mentoring, research and creative activity, advising and teaching, outreach and engagement, and finally, the award of University Distinguished Professor rank. As each award is announced, please read more about each recipient's remarkable accomplishments in tonight's program book. Some of our recipients were unable to attend, and we will only recognize those present here tonight, but all are listed in the printed program at your tables. For the recipients in attendance tonight, please enter the stage to the right and exit on the left. We will now recognize those faculty members who have earned promotion and tenure. We are fortunate to have 52 professors promoted, with 27 receiving tenure this year. They come from across the university in both disciplines and geographical location. Our slides will list all 52 professors, and we will only recognize those in attendance tonight. When your name is called, please come forward. Those receiving promotion and tenure will be congratulated by Provost and Executive Vice President John Winsek. Matthew Brem, promoted to professor in the architecture program. Celeste Brown, promoted to research professor in the Department of Biological Sciences. Helen Brown, promoted to clinical associate professor in the Department of Movement Sciences. Laurie Higgins, promoted to associate professor in the Department of Modern Languages and Cultures with tenure. Lida Chen, promoted to associate professor in the Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering with tenure. Joseph DeAngelis, promoted to associate professor in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology with tenure. Raymond Dezani, promoted to professor in the Department of Geography. Raymond Dixon, promoted to associate professor in the Department of Curriculum and Instruction with tenure. Jeremy Faulk, promoted to associate professor in the Department of Agricultural and Extension Education with tenure. Stacy Eisenbarger, promoted to Associate Professor in the Art and Design program with tenure. Michael McCullough, promoted to Professor in the Department of Business. Russell Meaf, promoted to Associate Professor in the School of Journalism and Mass Media with tenure. Brant Miller, promoted to Associate Professor in the Department of Curriculum and Instruction with tenure. Roman Montoto, promoted to Professor in the Architecture program. Lynn Gwynn, promoted to Associate Professor in the Department of Mathematics with tenure. Mark Roll, promoted to Associate Professor in the Department of Chemical and Materials Engineering with tenure. Dev Shrestha, promoted to Research Professor in the Department of Biological Engineering. Alistair Smith, promoted to Professor in the Department of Forest, Rangeland, and Fire Sciences. Frank Wilhelm, promoted to Professor in the Department of Fish and Wildlife Sciences. Congratulations to you all. We would now like to welcome President Saban back to the stage for the Emeritus Medallion slide. We will now recognize faculty who have dedicated years of service to the University of Idaho, who have given their teaching, their scholarship, and their service to our students and to the academic community, and now have the distinguished honor of retiring with emeritus status. To recognize them, they will be joining President Saban on stage. Again, the slides will show all 32 names of retiring emeritus faculty, and we will recognize those in attendance tonight. Please come to the stage when your name is read. Joellen Force. Joellen Force joined the University of Idaho on January 1st, 1979, as an assistant professor in the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Range Sciences, now the College of Natural Resources. She served as interim department chair, department head, acting department head, and co-director in various departments in the College of Natural Resources and the College of Science. She is the recipient of many awards and honors, including Athena Woman of the Year, Administration in 2004, Interdisciplinary and Collaborative Efforts Excellence Award in 2011, continuing with Outstanding Continuing Education Outreach Award in the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Range Sciences in 1989, and Outstanding Faculty Member of the College of Forestry, Wildlife, and Range Sciences in 1984. Congratulations. Thomas Karski. Thomas Karski came to the UI in the fall of 1977. He was awarded tenure in 1984 and promoted to Extension Professor, Extension Safety Specialist in 1993. During his time at the UI, he has served extensively on multiple committees across the university, including the Extension Advisory Committee, the Idaho Community Reinvestment Consortium, and 3 years on Faculty Senate. His awards include the Idaho CES Multicultural Diversity Award for conducting programs to diverse audiences in 1995, and the ASAE Blue Ribbon Award from Educational AIDS Competition in 1992. Congratulations. Larry Makis. Larry Makis has been with the UI since 1986. In addition to his regular faculty teaching and advising duties, he has served as Associate Dean in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences and filled 2 interim department head appointments. He has served on many university and college committees, as well as performing consulting work both internationally and locally. His awards include multiple teaching and advising awards, including the Outstanding Faculty Advisor Award from the National Academic Advising Association in 2013, as well as the Outstanding Advisor Award from the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences 2008. Congratulations to you all. The next award recognizes a wide range of activities in education, research, and outreach, the University Mid-Career Awards. They will be recognized by Provost Winsek. These awards seek to invest in the future development of our faculty who are in the early to middle stage of their career and have demonstrated a commitment to outstanding scholarship, teaching, and outreach. Recipients of this award are some of the university's most gifted faculty members who serve as role models, a source of inspiration for students, and whose scholarship contributes to the intellectual development and lives of people in Idaho and globally. When I announce your name, please join Provost and Executive Vice President John Winsek on the stage. SWAT I. SWAT I is an associate professor in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering in the College of Engineering. He brings nearly 10 years of microelectronics industry experience into the classroom, has received more than $1.1 million in-kind and research grants as PI or co-PI, and has dedicated many hours to university committees and projects. Congratulations. The next recipient is Anne-Marie Brighty. Anne-Marie Brighty is a professor in the College of Law. She has received numerous awards for teaching excellence and mentoring, and has become nationally known in her scholarship on copyright law and her interdisciplinary research at the intersection of law and technology, combined with an impressive track record and outreach, particularly with industry. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Jeffrey Hickey. Jeffrey Hickey is an associate professor in the Department of Geography and Environmental Science in the College of Science. He is a leader in his research field of climate change and its impact on ecosystems, an excellent teacher and a mentor, and is active in the community by organizing numerous public and school seminars on climate change. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Jeremy Faulk. Jeremy Faulk is an assistant professor in the Department of Agricultural and Extension Education in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. He provides outstanding teaching and acts as a role model for future secondary teachers and is an award-winning researcher as well as dedicated servant leader. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Jody Mccullough. Jody Mccullough is an associate professor in the Department of English in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. Her impact in her various administrative roles demonstrates her dedicated service to the university while being an active and successful scholar on a national level, all while providing excellent teaching to her students. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Rochelle Smith. Rochelle Smith is an associate professor in the university libraries. She is a valued colleague across campus, is an ambassador for the library in the community, and has provided valuable leadership to the library during a major renovation and transition. Congratulations. Our next recipient is David Tank. David Tank is an associate professor in the Department of Biological Sciences in the College of Science and the director of the Stillinger Herbarium. His external funding has brought over $2 million to the university and is regarded as a leader in the field of plant systematics. David is a superb teacher and mentor to our students and is an extraordinary worker in bringing science to the public. Congratulations. Our last recipient for the Mid-Career Awards is Daniele Tonina. Daniele Tonina is an associate professor in the Department of Civil Engineering in the College of Engineering. He is a strong scholar and extremely well-rounded faculty with outstanding strengths in teaching, research, professional service, and outreach, serving students across the state and having some of the highest research expenditures in the college. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, one final time, please congratulate this year's class of mid-career faculty. Jerry McMurtry, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, will present our next 4 awards tonight. The Outstanding Graduate Student Teaching Award is part of the Graduate and Professional Student Association and College of Graduate Studies effort to support and recognize outstanding teaching by graduate students. There are so many forms of teaching found throughout the graduate school experience, including teaching classes and labs, mentoring and advising students, and assisting professors in teaching and developing course materials for on-campus and off-campus students. Our award recipient for the Outstanding Graduate Student Teaching Award is Megan Nelson. Megan Nelson is a second-year doctoral student in the Department of Movement Sciences in the College of Education. She has served as the lead instructor in some of the college's most challenging courses and is known for her engaging teaching style and high expectations, as well as transparent grading and feedback. Congratulations. Next is the Outstanding Graduate Student Research and Creative Activity Awards. These awards reflect the Graduate and Professional Student Association and College of Graduate Studies efforts to recognize and encourage excellence in research and creative activity by graduate students at the University of Idaho. Awards are given out for work at both the master's level and the doctoral level. Our master's awardee is Venkatash Avula. However, is not able to be with us tonight, but you can read about his many accomplishments in your program. And the doctoral level award goes to Courtney Thompson. Courtney Thompson is a doctoral student in the Department of Geography in the College of Science. She has already published 5 papers based on her master's thesis and received 2 major awards for the quality of her research. She also has a manuscript under review, has co-authored a book chapter, and presented at numerous conferences. Congratulations. The Donald Crawford Graduate Faculty Mentoring Award honors the efforts of graduate faculty who excel as mentors of graduate students and was named for its first recipient, Donald Crawford. Mentoring includes service as a major professor, committee service, advising student organizations, advocacy for graduate students, and connections to professional networks. The Crawford Award goes to Alexandra Teague. Alexandra Teague is an associate professor in the Department of English in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. She serves as a mentor to MFA candidates in UI's creative writing program, has served on 29 thesis committees, and was a major professor for 14 graduate students. Students praise her open door policy, and many of her students have gone on to receive multiple literary awards and recognition. Congratulations. Next, Janet Nelson, Vice President for Research and Economic Development, will present our next award. The University of Idaho recognizes that scholarly activities take many forms. The Award for Excellence in Research and Creative Activity recognizes excellence in all forms of scholarly research, creative activity spanning artistic creations to scientific breakthroughs. This year, the award goes to Alistair Smith. Alistair Smith is an associate professor in the Department of Forest, Rangeland, and Fire Sciences, the director of research and graduate studies, and the program lead for fire ecology and management in the College of Natural Resources. He has published more than 100 scholarly works, has been involved in more than $35 million in research activities overall, and continues to lead large research teams to submit competitive proposals. Congratulations. Jean Stevenson, Vice Provost for Faculty, will present awards for excellence in advising and teaching. The Excellence Awards for Advising recognizes and encourages a vital part of the academic experience at the university and is a key interaction that we have with our students. Each year, we recognize an exceptional staff advisor and an exceptional faculty advisor. The Staff Award goes to Christy Overfeld. Christy Overfeld is a Director of Student Services in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. She manages all aspects of student services for undergraduate students in the college and advises between 100 and 150 students. The Dean of the college applauds her leadership role in building a better advising structure that has helped them increase the retention rate in the college to 80%. Congratulations. The Faculty Award goes to Casey Pula. Casey Pula is a clinical assistant professor in the Department of Psychology and Communication Studies in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. She advises approximately 70 undergraduate students per year, is a facilitator of the department's peer advising program, and often represents her department in recruitment events. Students commend her on creating a welcoming and supportive atmosphere. Congratulations. The Faculty Excellence in Teaching Award was created in the 1990s and recognizes another key mission of the university, helping our students succeed in achieving the university's learning outcomes through curricular and co-curricular experiences that enable our graduates to lead in a rapidly changing world. Tonight, we will honor several individuals. To begin, we will honor Aaron James. Aaron James is an associate professor in the Department of English in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. She is an accomplished scholar, having published a book and several essays, but also excels at teaching, renowned for holding her students to high standards while creating a positive classroom experience. Students applaud her special talents for condensing and simplifying difficult material into its most easily understood and useful form. Congratulations. Next, we will honor Ellen Kittel. Ellen Kittel is a professor in the Department of History in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. She's a 7-time winner of the UI Alumni Award for Excellence in Teaching and is highly respected by her students for her conscientious approach, but also her academic rigor. Students credit her for inspiring them to travel and seek new and exciting experiences, many attesting that they would not be where they are today without her. Congratulations. Finally, we will honor Barry Robeson. Barry Robeson is a professor in the Department of Biological Sciences in the College of Science. He consistently receives high student evaluation scores, particularly in one of the department's most challenging courses. He is known for his accessibility to students and holds virtual office hours in which he broadcasts himself solving genetic problems. Students applaud his creative approach, which makes the material both engaging and memorable. Congratulations. The Hoffman Award in Teaching Excellence is presented to full-time faculty members holding the rank of assistant professor to recognize and encourage teaching excellence. The award was established in 2007 and is funded by the Jesse and Mabel Hoffman Endowment Fund. The family wanted to enhance the education at the university and felt that rewarding faculty who are moving toward full professorship was one of the best ways to promote positive change. This year's recipient of the Hoffman Award is Kristen Haltener. Kristen Haltener is an assistant professor in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. She teaches some of the department's most challenging courses that often evoke emotional responses from students due to the subject matter. Students refer to taking her classes as the Haltener experience due to the powerful impact she has on their lives, education, and thinking. Congratulations. Barbara Petty, Associate Dean and Director of Extension, will present the next the Excellence in Outreach and Engagement Awards. This award goes to a faculty member who has excelled at extending the university knowledge base to communities or groups through mutually beneficial exchange of knowledge and resources. We have 2 recipients this year, and our first recipient is Helen Brown. Helen Brown is a clinical assistant professor in the Department of Movement Sciences in the College of Education. Before coming to the UI, she had a career in public health and stays actively involved with her discipline in the community by participating in many external organizations throughout northern Idaho. She encourages her students to participate in scholarly outreach and has been a leader in the tobacco-free campus policy and advocating for lactation accommodation across campus. Congratulations. Our second recipient is Laurie Higgins. Laurie Higgins is an associate professor and extension specialist in the Department of Agricultural Economics and Rural Sociology in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. She is an active scholar and uses her field of study to apply evidence-based practices to develop collaborations with state and local groups. She's involved in a variety of community programs, reaching more than 100 Idaho communities with multiple programs. Congratulations. Here to present the Dr. Arthur Maxwell Taylor Excellence in Diversity Awards is Yolanda Bisbee, Chief Diversity Office and Executive Director of Tribal Relations. This award reminds us of a colleague who was taken from us in the prime of his life and in the midst of his effort to improve diversity within our university community. Each year, we honor one staff and one faculty member who have continued Dr. Taylor's legacy. This year, the staff award goes to Jesse Martinez. Jesse Martinez is the director of the Office of Multicultural Affairs. He is active in the university community, serving on many committees and councils, and has served the diverse student population tirelessly for more than 15 years. He is passionate about creating a diverse community that is an inclusive and safe campus for all students and employees. Congratulations. Next, the faculty award goes to Ryan Pilgrim. Bryan Pilgrim is an associate professor and the director of the Diversity and Stratification Certificate in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. She has won many awards for her work and founded a grassroots organization dedicated to educating the community about legislative issues that affect our area. She regularly incorporates community service learning opportunities into her classes, allowing students to experience firsthand diverse populations. Congratulations.
Every now and then you loft something out there that sticks. Every now and then you say something that matters, both in a classroom and out of a classroom. And those are times you, on one level you just got lucky. On another level, everything that you've been doing up to that point has prepared you for that. So when the student comes and says, I think I want to be a poet, is that possible? You're prepared to say, yes it is. It's going to be more work than you can possibly imagine, but it will be more rewarding than you can possibly imagine if you put in that work.
Idaho has somehow captured me, and now I've been here for longer than what I expected to be. It's an incredible group of very talented people that have deliberately chosen to move to Moscow, Idaho, and to be a part of a community which shares interests in their research, but also shares values in terms of where they want to live and how they want to live.
I think we have a really rare interdisciplinary atmosphere here that is much more collegial and cooperative than a lot of places. There are a lot of places that envy our research environment. So I think that is pretty unique. The thing that's the most exciting is first to watch them develop a passion for science. So recently I had a student say to me, I couldn't sleep last night because I was thinking about this problem. And then, you know they've really developed a passion for research.
I really enjoyed teaching. I taught graduate seminars. And I really enjoyed working with the students to identify interesting questions. At the university, you're constantly being challenged by irreverent graduate students who are asking questions that you may not always have the answer to. So they're pushing your envelope, they're pushing their own envelopes. And I found that very satisfying.
Well, I think that I have shown them that hard work is fun, that hard work pays off, and that it's possible to work with all kinds of people, regardless of, where they grew up or what their training is or so on. I think they become very good at dealing with human beings as human beings, but just that every day is something new and exciting in the lab. So, that just sort of keeps me full speed ahead.
One of my first advisees was struggling to keep his grade point above a 2.0 so he could graduate. And we accomplished that. And I hadn't seen him for years, and he's since gone on to lead become sort of an international geologist, doing work all over the world, and he's been very successful. Those are the ones that I think in many ways make you feel a lot better, the ones that maybe weren't quite on the path to success, and you help them just a little bit to get through things and then go succeed. So I meld very well with the students. I understand what it's like to be from a working class family and understand if they want to do something different from what their parents do. And I've been able to provide many students those opportunities from teaching the Geology 101 class years ago to the current PhD students I work with. I couldn't imagine going anywhere else.
I think one of the things that I've been able to do for the last several years is to show people what it's like to just love knowledge for knowledge's sake, to think of the university as a custodian of civilization or as a place for ideas and discussion. And the love of knowledge, even when it's way far removed from your area, I think that kind of passion is what I hope I've contributed to. to people, both students and non-students and people you run into in the street. And if I were to die tomorrow, I would hope that that was the major contribution that I had made.
You know, I thought about this, and there's not a single success story that stands out. I've had my graduate students and undergraduate students go on to be university professors, go on to work and be leaders in state and federal agencies and in conservation organizations. But for me, the success is just helping them reach their goals, you know, their career goals, and being able to go on and find the jobs that they're interested in and make a difference in the world. And so for me, it's not just one student, it's all of those students that I helped achieve that goal.
Even in day-to-day interactions, when we get a finding, you know, on a gel or we get growth on a bacterial plate, we very often run out into the hall to try to find somebody and say, look what we found, look what we found. This is what we think it means. And so that being surrounded by colleagues who are like-minded and have similar strengths academically help to have a rich environment to propel our creative activity forward.
Legal scholarship, okay, doesn't produce cures for cancer. Okay? What you hope that it does is it changes how people see things, how people see problems. Most students come in thinking that the law is just a collection of rules, and that they're just somehow they're going to learn this huge volume of rules, and then they'll be able to be a lawyer. And instead, what we're trying to do is to change how they think about the world.
I've been especially gratified by the work I've been able to do with undergraduate students in research. So they come through the laboratory, they spend a season or two with us, develop their expertise, contribute to publications, and go on to careers in science. Those who've done that provide me with quite a bit of personal satisfaction, and makes me look at each new undergraduate who comes into the lab with a different sense of this person could be one of those who lights up under our care here.
After 40 years of experience in writing music, they need to have the same opportunities I had, which was the chance to make mistakes in public. And I guess by mistakes, I don't mean embarrassing ones. I mean, in your craft, you should have the opportunity to do what you think things should be. And you should see, at least in the performance world, whether or not that plays in front of an audience before somebody tells you to change it. You should decide that it was a mistake. We give you the freedom to decide whether or not you made a mistake in front of large groups of people. And I have a passion for my work. I love it. I love all 4 or 40, depending on the day, jobs. And one would hope that that passion and intensity is observable.
Most of the problems we face are problems that are faced by our society globally. And one of the most important things is to provide our students with that international perspective, with that international understanding of the complexity of problems. Precisely because of that, the complexity of the solutions that those problems need. And so I like to think that I train my students to be successful, not just, say, in the state of Idaho or in the US, but in the global arena, and to have that international perspective, to be internationalists, as I call it, so that they can think deeply and work in an integrated fashion and work across disciplines and work with others to create team responses to complex problems. I know in that sense the future is in great hands.
Now for our final honors of the evening. President Saban will recognize the award of new academic rank to 2 individuals this year. The rank of University of Idaho Distinguished Professor is bestowed each year to select faculty members in recognition of their sustained excellence. Judged by their peers in scholarly, creative, artistic achievement, and breadth and depth of teaching in their discipline. University service, as well as service involving in the application of scholarship, creative, or artistic activities that address the needs of one or more external publics. The new academic rank will continue in perpetuity. This year, not one but two individuals exemplified the qualities and talents of a university distinguished professor. Our first recipient is Kim Barnes. Kim Barnes is a professor in the Department of English in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. She is one of the most prominent writers in the American West and a powerful voice in contemporary American fiction and memoir. A first-generation college student, Dr. Barnes has published 6 book-length monographs, is the author of 3 novels, and has co-edited 2 anthologies in addition to numerous essays, poems, and stories. While doing all of this, she remains an inspiring teacher and mentor who is dedicated to the university community. She truly exemplifies the qualities of a university distinguished professor. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Bryan Johnson. Bryan Johnson is a professor in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering and the Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories Endowed Chair in Power Engineering in the College of Engineering. He is internationally recognized in the field of power engineering, has served as a PI or co-PI on more than 60 research projects, receiving millions of dollars in funding, and his work has been published in more than 30 peer-reviewed journals, 120 conference papers, and a book chapter. In addition, Dr. Johnson is a popular and effective teacher who provides his students with practice real-world implementation. He has won several awards and continues to exemplify excellence. Congratulations. Each of those honored tonight represent the best of Idaho's National Research University and its land-grant mission. We've recognized success in many forms tonight, and they're consistent elements that transcend each experience. Transcend each success with vision and persistence. Please join me in recognizing all the awardees one final time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this evening and supporting excellence at the University of Idaho. And always, go Vandals!